Each year, the WellChild Awards, in association with GSK, recognise and celebrate the growing number of young people with complex medical conditions from across the United Kingdom, as well as those who go the extra mile to care for them. They allow us to shine a spotlight on the remarkable stories of strength, resilience and courage that they demonstrate every single day. And this year is especially significant as we celebrate the 20th WellChild Awards. It is a true privilege to honour the bravery and compassion of this incredible community. And to make this happen, we need your help to nominate the exceptional people who inspire you every single day. Your support can make all the difference. So, please join us in recognising the amazing individuals who will be honoured at the 2025 WellChild Awards.
More than me, where some of the accusations would have been explored in further detail, and of course all of the people who have been persuaded to hate Prince Harry because he married a woman of colour are going to pretend that this is not an unequivocal victory for the Duke of Sussex, but it's an extraordinary moment. Remember, £1 billion or thereabouts already paid out in compensation to people with no admission of criminality, but the understanding of the legal system, or rather the role of the legal system, is pretty clear in a case like this. The case has been settled because everything that can possibly be settled is settled, writes a legal correspondent. In other words, the crucial shift here is not the number of zeros on the compensation payment, it is the fact that newsgroup newspapers have admitted illegality. They've admitted illegal activity, at which point I imagine that the judge says there is no justification for the continuing of this case. Let me see if I can.
Let's talk to Emma Jones, journalist and board member of the campaign group Hacked Off. Thanks for being with us. So he was pretty clear about why he left America, taking his family with him. It was toxic for the press attention. It was toxic and destroying my mental health.
Well, yeah, the coverage of Harry and Meghan has been relentless, intrusive and in some cases illegal, as has been recently proved in a court case. And I think that given his history as far back as his mother's death, I think we can say, you know, the mental toll of all that must be enormous. Yeah, and
I mean, it's clearly the treatment of his mother playing a part in this.
Yeah, it is, and I think what it is him saying, this is my family, I'm going to protect them, and I do want a role in the public eye. I understand that's my role, but I'm going to do that in a way that's positive. I'm going to promote causes that I believe in, such as mental health, such as female empowerment, climate change, and I'm going to do it with trusted sources because, you know, I think his lesson from the newspapers has been that he hasn't been able to trust them, and they've, you know, newspapers have published private information between father and daughter, and no one should have to see that. No one should have to see private information from a family splashed across the newspapers. And I think enough was enough, and I think this is a protective move, and I think they're a bold move as well, a brave move.
For hacking the phones of royal aides. So that was the very first sign that something criminal was happening. And then you go to 2011, the police get involved, and they reopen an investigation into tabloid phone hacking after the News of the World come and say, look, we've got stuff we need to tell you. In 2011, later that year, a lot went on in 2011. The company admitted liability and paid the actress Sienna Miller £100,000 to settle a lawsuit, and there were a major number of claims being settled at that point by the News of the World and by The Sun as well. And then this horrifying news in 2011 that the News of the World had hacked the phone of the murdered teenager Millie Dowler while the police were hunting for her. The hacking, by the way, led the parents to think she might be alive. 2012, in all the outrage, the Leveson inquiry. And the judge says, let's have a press watchdog. But that all kind of runs into the sand a little bit. Off the back of it, though, you get some big trials. So 2013 to 15 trials. You have Andy Coulson and Rebecca Brooks, both former editors, both charged. Coulson guilty. This is relating to phone hacking, 18 months in jail. And then the chief prosecutor in England says there are not going to be any more criminal cases against Murdoch's UK companies. So that stops there. But Harry steps forward in 2019, says, I've got a case against 3 newspaper groups. the News Group, which is Murdoch, the Mirror Group, and Associated Newspapers. In 2021, Meghan, his wife, comes forward. She wins an invasion of privacy suit against the Mail and Associated Newspapers, their publishers, because of a letter that came out that she'd written to her estranged father. So that was a victory for her there. And then you get Harry's victory. So starting to go the other way now. Harry's victory against the Mirror in 2023 is there. And we come forwards, and back end of last year, 2024, and this year, 2025, Harry wins against the Sun. So now we're bang up to the day, up to today's news. So now we're thinking 2025, 26. What are we going to be writing there? Does this end now, or do we see now some police action and some criminal trial?
In the morning, 4 o'clock in the morning, paparazzi would be there, cameras in his face. But you know, what would happen is the newspapers would have those shots from that one episode, and they would use them in that week's papers, but then they'd hang on to them and they'd chuck them into the paper a couple of weeks later, 3 weeks after that.
So his behaviour is being exaggerated by the way the press
Precisely. They'd already written the narrative about Harry. He was the wild child, he was off the rails, the complete antithesis of his goody two-shoes brother.
At the end of the day, he was only a teenager, had lost his mum at a very early age, was rebelling. You know, he wasn't the only one. Prince William was getting drunk quite a lot himself. Nobody seemed to report about that. So there was an image of the good prince and the bad prince, and Harry got labelled the bad prince.
If the problem was Harry, as one senior courtier said to me, the solution was the army. But that wouldn't happen until he was 20, which meant the Royal Press Office
itself was causing tension between the brothers.
Harry has obviously got into some scrapes which have landed him on the front pages of the newspapers, but at plenty of those parties, particularly the teenage parties, William was there. Harry served as a really useful decoy.
That was the first time the brothers really fell out, because Harry resented the fact that he'd taken all the blame. But of course, William was the heir. Harry took the flag, and he was very cross about that. He refused to speak to his...
Listen, you don't listen to contributions. You make stuff up, and you should be held to account for the fibs you've told to people.
Let's try again with some of the most controversial text and symbols cleverly removed by me. If you thought Kate Middleton going to a Holocaust memorial service with a branded Chanel bag is bad, because that's what she did yesterday, in recent history, 2010, 2011, 2012, her brother James has been selling branded N-word, you know, the organisation that was prevalent in Germany that created World War I and World War II, branded N-word memorabilia. The symbols, the images of the time, all that stuff, James has been selling on the internet. And I just really wonder whether this family of Middletons or the non-working British royal family actually have the sense that they were born with. James was running an internet sales company and just for 1 second didn't think, my sister is going to be the future Queen of England. I'm not sure I feel very comfortable selling this tat on the internet to remember millions of monsters who tried to destroy the world. I mean, where is the common sense from these people? Comments are open. Thank you, TikTok, for scanning my first video properly and making sure it wasn't posted. Let me know what you think, guys. Genuinely, and praise where praise is due, I had high hopes for Kate yesterday when she reappeared for her second work engagement of the month with William at the Holocaust Memorial event in London. And we all know how important it is to remember the events in history that we don't want to see repeated again. And I was actually looking at the photos and thinking, crikey Moses, she's doing quite a good job here, until I found out that she took a Chanel bag to the event. And if you didn't know, history, the written tomb, and there's a lot of stuff that's been digitalized on the internet now, has uncovered the relationships between Coco Chanel, the designer for Chanel, the person behind the Chanel brand, and the organisation that the Jewish people were fearful of in Germany. The organisation begins with an N. I'm not going to say the word because my video will be taken down from TikTok, but that relationship between Chanel and persecution is well known. And my question is, why doesn't Kate know these things? She's been to university. This is not something that's buried in the library, in the basement of the British Library in London. This is something that most people know. You do not take a Chanel branded item to an event like this. In fact, you should probably question whether you want to own any Chanel stuff if you are one of the senior members of the British non-working royal family. I was literally gobsmacked when I found that out. Who's advising Kate? Are they setting her up for a fail? I think they are. That family, to me, needs a rethink. That's all I'm going to say. Have a brilliant day, guys. Comments are open. Let me know what you think. Do you remember earlier this week when Kate was perhaps visiting the opticians in Notting Hill? Yeah, we all do, right? Well, further photos of that pap have been released, including this one, and I've got to say, to me, the hand being presented nearest to the camera, not only does it feel staged, but I can see at least one plaster, band-aid, depending on where you live, on this hand being presented to the camera. And to me, it's just brought up a lot of questions that we had in 2024. What is happening to Kate to make her have continuous hand injuries? We've heard the explanations: fell off a trampoline, hurt herself cooking. I think she fell off a bike once. It's like, I walked into a wall, the dog ate my homework. What's going on? My concern for Kate is actually huge at this moment in time. And yes, like myself, Kate has not had a spectacular past when it comes to the treatment of other human beings. But I am concerned for her safety at the moment. That's all I'm going to say. Comments are open. Can you see the plasters, band-aids? Are we deluded? What the heck is happening in Salty Island? What are you doing this weekend? Have a brilliant day, guys. Morning, friends. Happy Thursday. And on the same day as Harry's successful conclusion of the case against the Murdoch Group, Kate's been papped out and about, going shopping for new spectacles in Notting Hill. More questions than answers. The first question is, why are Backgrid posting it? Backgrid is the service, if you didn't know, where celebrities tip off the press themselves that they're going to be in a certain place to make sure they get papped. So that's really funny. But the other funny thing is, and Royalists, we know she's had a shocker of a year. We don't really know why, but 2024 was a shocker for her. How come she's being papped now? But she literally disappeared for the majority of a year, and the press could not get anywhere near her. I just think it's really odd. Is this a new start for Kate, where she's going to be seen out and about on her own on a regular basis because she's building a new life? I don't know, but comments are open as ever, so just let me know what you think. Well, there'll be lots of different opinions from people all over the planet that are watching this video, but in my humble opinion, I'm not sure it's the right time or the right thing to do for Kate to use the global cover of Vogue to promote her achievement. It's not really achievement though, is it? Her achievement as a global fashion icon. I think after the 2024 that Kate's had and the limited amount of work, one appearance that she's managed so far in 2025, and it's the 26th of January, she might want to use that time, money, energy to do something else that's more related to the challenges that other people, not Kate, face in this crazy world that we're living in right now. Cost of living crisis in the UK, and Kate is in a family that have unlimited resources time and money. There's lots of projects that Kate could be working on to drive real change in the UK. I'm not sure driving change around the fashion industry and promoting herself with a massive wardrobe is what she should be doing in 2025. But as ever, happy Sunday. Comments are open. Let me know what you think. Major drama in the crypto markets today. Thankfully, they've recovered a bit. That's my excuse for not posting. If you want a safer way to invest in the UK, there's a link in my bio to Plum. Stocks, shares, funds, all the usual stuff, non-crypto. Get to the point, Martin. Did you know that when William took the train from London to Liverpool, the home of the Beatles and an absolutely amazing city, he was actually followed by his helicopter? It's kind of not green travel when you send your helicopter empty to follow the train and then take you straight home rather than going home on the train. I know William's probably got a lot on his plate, and it will be really interesting to see whether Catherine attends the Holocaust service today. The press are saying she will. It's very short notice. Let's wait and see. But William, if you want to maintain your green credentials, you can't go on a train and have an empty helicopter following you 211 miles. It just doesn't work like that. Comments are open, guys. Let me know what you think about Plum, crypto, or William. What a confusing triangle of good stuff. Morning, friends. Happy Friday. The weekend is nearly with us. Well done to us. And we absolutely knew, where's my hand? We absolutely knew this would happen, didn't we? We knew that following Harry's brilliant victory against Murdoch and the Murdoch Group and the forced apology to both Harry and Princess Diana, what a winning move. We knew that some members of the press would try and do the same for William, and they've done it. William makes his mum proud by visiting a homeless centre. Oh, amazing. Should we actually talk about what William did on this day, which was 2 days ago? William spent less time in the homeless centre than his private jet took him to get from London to Monaco so he could watch a football match. Don't get me wrong, I love football. Sport is important to everyone, but the metrics of how the press portray William against the reality of what actually happens is quite astounding. The majority of William's day was travelling and watching a football match, not paying tribute to his mother. Comments are open as ever, guys. Have a brilliant day. Let me know what you think. Morning, friends. Happy Thursday. And as usual, now that the dust has settled, let's deconstruct Harry's victory against the Murdoch Group and Murdoch newspapers yesterday. And firstly, well done to Hazza, because his victory is also for you and me. It's for the people who are abused and dominated by the press, but do not have the time, finances and resources to fight their own case. The media have a new predator called Prince Harry, and the media will now think twice about ruining people's lives before they do it. It's amazing. Anyway, get to the point, Martin, I hear you say. Let's pull out the things that are relevant in this case. So Harry spent years of mental torture and additional material being printed in the media to make him look like a head case, quite frankly, to bring this case to trial. I cannot imagine the mental trauma of the last 5 years that Harry and Meghan have had to go through to get this day in court. And by the way, this article is from the Daily Mail, right? Well, Daily Mail, you're coming up next. Yes, Harry has a case against the Daily Mail. And my gut feeling is it's going to go exactly the same way. What else is relevant? The statement of apology from Murdoch and the Murdoch Group apologised to him and his mother. How powerful is that? Because that's exactly what Harry wanted. He wanted an apology for Princess Diana, who is no longer with us, for the way that the media treated her. And by gosh, that statement, he got that apology topped with ice cream and nice strawberry sauce. Well done. What else is on my notes? I think the last point is, it's really interesting that the non-working, taxpayer-funded, lazy British royal family have not commented on the victory at all. Kate was papped earlier in the day, out and about, see my previous story, but no comment of congratulations from William, who, of course, settled out of court and kept millions of pounds for himself. There's rumours that he gave it to charity. There's literally no evidence of that, guys. Harry stood up for what is right. He's putting himself through mental torture to get his day in court. This guy embodies every single element of a successful royal. The rest of the royals don't. This guy stood on his own, fighting for freedom, fighting for the truth for him and his mother and his wife. It'll go down in history, I tell you. This guy should be the next king. It's as simple as that. Comments are open. Let me know what you think. Have a wonderful Thursday.
Dirty tricks, the lot of them. Let me show you how it works. If I want to take you to court, and you say, bro, don't take me to court, here's 10 million. I say, no, I want you to stand there and tell everyone what you did to me and my family. My mom is dead, bruv. And you guys hurt her. I want you to be humiliated in court. If it goes to court and the judge says guilty, you're liable, give him 11 million, and you say, but I already offered the man them 10 million, they'll say, what? We did all of this for an extra 10%. You wasted the court's time. You're now liable for everybody's legal fees. So Harry would have been liable for the Sun newspaper, his legal fees, everything. It came up to 10 million. That's how they silence people. They give them offers, and if you don't take it, even if you win, you still lose, bruv. That's why it couldn't go to court.
Nobody really wants to poke into the murky past and history of Charles and Camilla's relationship. The word adultery seems to have been Tipexed out. But the truth of the matter is that they did have an adulterous relationship, and that in 1975 the Queen, who didn't want to blame her son for being in an adulterous relationship, said that she would never have Camilla Parker Bowles in the same room as her ever again.
Hello my people, Lady Rose here. How y'all do? To all my new subscribers, welcome, and my returning subscribers, y'all know I love you. How y'all do, my people? Guys, there are juices out here. Juice. I got apple juice. I got orange juice. I got what is that? A Spanish thing juice. Tapico. This Spanish juice. You know that Spanish. You know that Tapico juice. That Tapico juice in the Spanish store. Those Tapico juice, they're kind of purple, and some of them pink or weird colors. But I got them juice. Guys, you heard what the Minister of had to say? Guys, I just wanted to watch and say nothing, but that thing pissed me off. Yes, that thing pissed me off about Mick Mambus. That Mick Mambus, she pissed me off. How? You know the history about Coco Chanel with those people. Yeah, some of my ancestors in Germany, some of those. You know, the history of that Coco Chanel with those people. With the Jews. Y'all know about that. So, I tell you, I got all those videos. I'm going to put them all together. Yeah. So I watched those videos, and then so now here I'm just coming like to discuss that juice with y'all guys, because that thing kind of crazy. You know what Mambos does? Because you know Mambos can't talk, and because Mambos can't talk, Mambos does everything with signs, with symbols, with mumbling. You know those mamble tone, mambolina. That's what our brother, our English brother calls him, or her. Our brother, the minister of hacks, Martin. Yeah, he calls make mambles, mambolina, mamble tone. Because you know mamble tone can't talk. Mamble tone that just takes everything, and mamble tone just goes there and she goes and she mumbles. That's about it. That's about what she can do. She just goes down there and mumbles. And that's what she took that Coco Chanel yesterday for. It wasn't yesterday or the day before. So guys, Mambolina, she went to Holocaust Museum. Mambolina carried Coco Chanel purse to visit these people, the Holocaust survivors. And y'all know the history. Like I told y'all, Mambolina can't talk. I don't want to hit my back. Did y'all see me? This is what I'm wearing. See my shoes? I'm like a Mambolina today. See my shoes? I don't know. I'm probably just getting crazy. Yeah, probably I'm just getting crazy. I don't know what's happening. I'm just turning into Mambolina because Mambolina done pissed me off. Mambolina done pissed me off. How do you go to visit some kind of Holocaust survivors with some kind of Coco Chanel on you? And y'all know my Mambolina. Mambolina can't talk. She expresses herself with jewels, with purses, with shoes, with jackets. And you know, right now here she started wearing Meghan Markle's jackets that we know since a long time ago. She used to wear the tablecloth. When Meghan Markle went to that to that country there, showed her how to put everything all together. She need to come copy me too. She need to come copy me. Yeah. She need to come copy my jacket and copy my shoes, all those kind of stuff. She need to come copy me because she can't learn to put anything on by herself. She learns from other people. She copies from others. She looks at people's style and copies them because that's all she can do because she ain't no creative human being. And on top of that, she does everything on purpose. She done took that Coco Chanel. I say Chanel. I say Chanel. Well, it doesn't matter. She took that Coco Chanel and took it to these people and visited people. I wonder why the world is so quiet. Imagine Meghan Markle took the Coco Chanel purse, the controversial Coco Chanel with the history of the Jews in that place there. You don't say lots of stuff. You know YouTube doesn't like lots of words. So she symbolized her superiority. That's what she thinks. Because them people ain't got no remorse for the loss of others, for the thing that the trauma that other people experience. So apparently, y'all saw that little article. Mambolina's brother sells Nazi stuff. You know, I said it real quick, just remember. I ain't gonna repeat those words like a lot of time because, you know, YouTube don't like people tell the truth. So, the brother, that James guy. So, that James, his last name is probably Adolf. James Adolf Mumbles. James Adolf Middlebum. So that James Middlebum actually sells some stuff, some symbols of them people. What does that tell you? What does that tell you about the Middlebum's family? And the Middlebum went and visited the Holocaust survivors, and her brother, meanwhile, y'all heard what Martin said. The brother sells souvenirs with those people's symbols. What are y'all guys talking about here? So this is how Mambo's family is. They make money from wrong side of history. They make money from doing wrong. So it's the nature of the Middlebones. Remember the other one, the Goldsmith, Gary Boy, Carol's brother. Remember he went on Big Brother? And he went there to make money in Meghan Markle's name. And uncle, that guy could easily be Meghan's uncle. He went out there to say stuff about Meghan. He took money from the Big Brother to trash Meghan on television. So this is the kind of family. This one, y'all call her, she's gonna be the future queen of what? I'm telling you, she ain't never gonna be queen. And her husband ain't never gonna be no damn king. Over my ancestors' dead body, resurrected dead bodies of my ancestors. She ain't never gonna be no queen. And on the ancestor of the Jews, she ain't never gonna be no queen. And that brother of hers is gonna be bankrupt. I'm also waiting for his divorce because you know what? He is also one of them gigolos. He is married to a sugar mommy. That James made up. I wonder what the product that that James boy sells are. Somebody need to hook me up because, well, I did not have enough time to go research that. So if y'all guys have information about what that guy sells out there related to the Adolf's symbols, those guys, you know that sign that I'm talking about. Y'all know that sign. The sign that the skinheads used to use before around Europe. If you never knew about those signs, all just hit the thing here and Google it. Find out what is the symbol I'm talking about. That dude, Adolf. And y'all saw this guy here, this rich guy. He just did the sign of those people, the one I'm talking about here. Like I told y'all guys, just we can't say lots of words. There's no freedom of speech on here. Lots of words are censored. And y'all know my mouth. I'ma keep it just short right there. So that Mambo's brother be selling stuff related to Adolf. That's how this terrible family makes their money. And y'all, did y'all see Mambo's? So she came out around the time that Meghan Markle was going to release that With Love Meghan. She came out. No! Was it? Yeah, she came out with the big C remission stuff. She did. So she came and went to that hospital that she never mentioned before. It's far from the English, from the London and whatever. What did they call it? The London Clinic? Yeah, it was another one. That's where Mambo's went. And then when Mambo's heard Prince Harry won millions from the Murdoch BS papers, Mambo's came out. Mambo's went and looked for some scarf of hers. It's like somebody kicked her out of that house. Did y'all see that scarf that she be wearing? That scarf looked like it came from some dog's mouth. That scarf she did put around her neck. Y'all saw it? Yeah, it looks like it came right from some kind of, maybe some horse, Princess Afro's horse's mouth. So she went to that, some Mambos came out because she heard Prince Harry won big. And boy, nobody can talk about Prince Harry. Everybody's got to talk about Make Mambos. Hey, Mick Mambo, guess what? I'm right here talking about you. And you ain't gonna like it when you're gonna watch this video. She came out swinging. And guess what? My brother Martin, the minister of hacks, he was not playing. He went and looked right at the finger. He went and looked at Mick Mambo's finger. Yo, Mick Mambo still have those band-aids. Mick Mambo still wearing those band-aids. But girl, you know what? Girl, you need to come visit my office. I'll be a psychologist for 2 days. I'll fix you up. You need some serious therapy, B. Little mean girl. You need Jesus. You actually don't need the one Jesus of Nazareth. You need Jesus says. And you know them Jesuses? They don't know Jesus of Nazareth. Those Jesuses, they're different Jesus. Those are the Jesus with the little cross that turns upside down. Those are the Jesuses you need, Mambos. And you need 3 of them. Only one of those Jesuses ain't gonna save you. You know the meanness in you, girl, ain't gonna take you too far. I am waiting for you actually to disappear. And it ain't gonna take too long. Oh, this divorce ain't looking good on you, Mambos. It ain't looking no good. So, looks like Mambo's called this, it's some kind of French something. Is it French paper or is it just a French page or I don't know, whatever there. I forgot what the name was, but it was some kind of like a ma voix ou something, quelque chose français. So Mick Mambo's had those people follow her around to take her picture and staged her. Because guess what? The picture was taken from outside and also from inside. Who took the picture from the inside? When Mambos was standing there and the other person was standing inside. And the one inside took the picture of her standing out. So the person took her picture standing outside. So Mambos staged the picture. Because why? Mambos heard Prince Harry won big. And nobody can win except Bulliam and Mambos. And guess what? Bulliam settled with tabloids multiple times. And you know, that dude doesn't like those tabloids either. He came to like tabloids when Meghan Markle moved to the UK. He became friends with the tabloids when the tabloids moved over there to trash Meghan Markle. And Prince Harry, God bless you. You got that apology for your mother. Where she is celebrating you. And she's blessing your generation. Meanwhile, Bulliam, your generation is going to go to hell. Just watch me. We're right here. Every single person who came from you is going to go to hell. You and Mambo, y'all going to the hell of Armenia. You know the hell of Black Sea? That's where y'all guys going. 2 of y'all. And the rest of the ones y'all brought out here, your generation, they're going to go to the little bit of hell of China. But you and Bulliam, you Mambos, and Bulliam, y'all going to the hell of Black Sea. They said that thing used to be the Sodom and Gomorrah. That's exactly where y'all gonna go. I never seen evils like you. I never seen people doing wrong to their brother, to their family member like you two have done to Harry and Meghan. Bulliam with no shame went to the one of them newspapers and told those people, please write something. Tell the world that my mother would have been proud of me because I went and helped the homeless. Shame on you. You look terrible. Your mama gave birth to a beautiful looking man, handsome, that you used to be. But guess what? Evil makes people look like him. They say God created people to his image, right? And that image God gave to Diana, and Diana gave you her image. And guess what? When you started messing up and you started calling Diana delusional, she came down here and snatched that beauty from you. And look at how you look right now. You look like your daddy. You look like... somebody, you know, sin makes people look horrible. Brother, you need to compare your pictures. Take your pictures when you were a kid, when you were a teenager around here, when you were 25. Look at that bullion and look at the bullion at 40-something. Look at that face. Yeah, look at nothing like Diana, because guess what? You said bad thing about her. You went and collude with Camilla against Meghan Markle, and guess what? Diana came overnight, and guess what? She snatched her beauty and she took it back. That's what curse is. That's why you look the way you look. Dude, all that money, a girl like me, I can't even say hi to you. You know, men like you, I don't say hi to them. You know why you look the way you do? That hate, that evil in you. You bully him. I'ma be back. So Bulliam went to the tabloids, told them, y'all need to write down there, tell them that my mama would be proud of me. The same day everybody was saying, everybody came out, even Denise Watch came out saying like Diana would be proud of Prince Harry. Everybody, even the tabloids said that, and you came and told the same tabloid, please write that my mama would be proud of me. You said your mama was delusional. And meanwhile, you went behind your mama, you went took settlement from the tabloids. And your brother won big right now. You did not even come out to say anything. If I were you, I would come out and tell my brother, I'm proud of you. Thank you for doing what you did for our mother. But because you are who you are, that pride in you, that evil that your daddy did put in you, let's see. We're down here. We're down here, Bulliam. I don't like you. I don't like you terrible face. You terrible everything. Terrible. That money doesn't look good on you. Can you imagine? That's what evil does. Takes beauty and peace away from people. Guys, there is sun out and there is cold, and this cold ain't feeling too good. So I'm gonna leave this video right here. I'm gonna come tell y'all more, like a little bit more stories, I guess, about tomorrow. But right now, because right now, yeah, I got some meeting. I'm going to this university behind me here. I'm going to a meeting. See that university back there? Yeah. So that's where I'm going. And I'm going to talk to y'all guys. Please subscribe to all the success-friendly channels. Subscribe to Isabella Back's channel. Subscribe to my brother Baron's channel. Subscribe to my channel also. And please share my videos. And let's get all those views. And I love you. Take care.